Okay, my statement will go directly to Euro-America and their politics. I'm going to bring it into context that Euro-Americans have seriously disadministered the continent of Africa. For a long time, our forefathers stood for the right of the people. And we find that they have a fault with Raila Amolo Odinga in Kenya. The only reason they are doing this is because Raila Amolo Odinga was standing for the Kenyans to start their own companies, for the Kenyans to start their own industries, for the Kenyans to do their own agriculture, both in terms of agroponic and aquaponics, because Raila Odinga endeared himself to the people and ensured and made a pledge to us, the Kenyan people, that we must, for the very first time, make our own linen and dress our own clothes made and marketed in Kenya for Kenyans. Yes. And Raila Amolo Odinga ensured and even promised the people of Kenya that the oil in Turkana will henceforth be cleared here in Kenya, and in case any white country would need it, it would go as a finished product. Now this is what the white man did not want. They want us to have a leader like William Samoei Ruto, a leader who is going to steal our money, he's going to fleece this country and go back to the white man's land in Euro-America and beg them for more funds in terms of loans and grants, and come here and steal them, siphon all the money, take back to America and keep them there. That is what the American people want, so that the citizenry of Africa and Kenya in particular be a people who are so much disenfranchised, people who are so much desperate and destitute. We cannot go that direction. It is high time. We have seen you do this to great African people like Patrice Lumumba in Congo, whom you killed and instilled someone the like of Ruto there in the name of Mobutu Sese Seko, who ensured that everybody in the country of Congo was being mutilated, was suffering, was having no rights, and you came to Congo and took all the natural resources there. Raila Amolo Odinga stands for the truth and he dies for the truth. I want to say that moving henceforth, we've seen in this government, in barely 1 year, we have seen our education is being eroded. And we are all aware that when you touch on education, you are like touching the private parts of a Luo person. Because our own treasure is education. We do best in education. And we have seen this in Moi's regime when he ensured that Kiswahili was being put a mandatory subject in our schools. And as you know, that when we were doing the case study of Kiswahili before it was instilled in our education curricula in Kenya, they did not take one thing called Ngeli in Luo land. He only canvassed to pick Ngeli in Luya land, in Mount Kenya, and in the coast. And that is why we are terrible in English, in Kiswahili. That is why we are really terrible in Kiswahili. But we thank God that amidst all those barriers, we have come up to even both the best son in Kiswahili called Wala bin Wala. We are the best. Kamusi is written by a Luo person. Moving forward, we are not going to allow the government to take over or rather privatize education institutions in this country. Those institutions that were built by our local churches, our parents and grandparents donated land. All our people here ensured that they gave their best and built those schools. And right now the president wants to make them a private property. Are we going to allow it? No. Are we going to allow it? No. So we say today that all of us in Bunge la Wananchi Kisumu, we are solidly behind the democratic movement, the resistance that Raila Amolo Odinga is bringing. Because this is the best that we always wished for. We want to see a system whereby if the boda people, operators, decipher that the government is trying to bring up the cost of living or instead add more in terms of fuel. We expect you guys to bring your vehicles, barricade the roads. Just take your vehicle. I know that we have too many Mercedes-Benz. Put them on the vehicle, put them on the road and leave. We want to wait for Ruto to see what he's going to do to us. The power belongs to the people, and that is the preamble of the Constitution. And that is what we stand for.